Good morning, Sagittarius. Welcome to your April reading. It is early in the morning on April 1st at the time of recording this reading, and I thought, what better way to start my day than coffee and tarot? So those are my two favorite things. Two of my favorite things. So Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at your April, what you can expect for April. Take what resonates for you and leave anything that doesn't. Watch your other placements, okay? And let's just see what is here for you. Let's see what Spirit has for you. So let's look at the overall energy going into April. What is Sagittarius overall energy going into April? What do they need to know? What does my Sagittarius need to know about April? April energy for Sagittarius, please. Thank you, Spirit, for what they need to know. We got round and round, completing cycles, mastering lessons, seeing things from a different perspective. Is there anything else that my Sagittarius needs to know? Thank you. You have higher power here. Higher power, remembering that you are not alone. Remembering that your stability comes from Spirit. Remembering that your stability comes from your partnership with Spirit, from your higher power. Your stability comes from your partnership with your higher power, Sagittarius. And that connection that you have, it holds the key. You have the key here in your third eye. The key to everything, all the stability that you want to create in your life, whether that is love, money, or all the above. The key is remembering that you're connected to a higher power and you are not walking through this life alone. You have angels, you have spirit guides, you have passed on loved ones, you have God, the universe, Spirit, whatever it is that you call that higher power. Your key is staying in alignment, listening to intuitive messages, paying attention to your dreams and the intuitive things that come to you. And remembering, you're not alone. You're not alone. All right. So we have come to the edge and we have round and round. This is the first card that came out. This is repeating past cycles, learning lessons from those past cycles that you maybe were repeating. And maybe now you have come to the edge and you're ready to take a new step in a new direction. It's literally starting over, ready to jump off the edge, just like the Fool in the tarot, ready for a new beginning, taking a leap of faith out of these repeating past patterns because you're seeing things from a different perspective now. You have mastered those lessons of the past. You have closed cycles. You've mastered the lessons that you learned in those cycles, and you're no longer repeating them. So maybe your message here today, Sagittarius, is just really knowing that, first of all, you're not alone. Secondly, you are connected to a higher power that is taking you out of this repeating past cycles that you maybe have been in, and taking you in a better direction. And it may require some faith. You may be at the edge, ready to jump off into a whole new way of life. Starting over, taking that leap of faith, and ready for a new chapter. Putting the end to the old chapters and ready to start a new one with this. You know, I've been saying it for weeks. We're in a new season now. We're in a new year, a new zodiac year. We just celebrated Happy New Year all over again. And we're leaving a lot of old stuff in the past because it's time to do things differently now. Okay? And it may require some faith because it's different than anything that you've ever known before, and there's uncertainty. There's uncertainty about the direction that we're going. There's uncertainty about our world right now. There's maybe uncertainty that you have for yourself. And just remember, you're not doing it alone. You're guided, you're protected, you're supported by a higher power and your angelic team. I like to call them your spiritual team. your spiritual team, whatever that looks like to you, they are with you on this leap of faith. You're on a new journey now, Sagittarius. You are on a new journey. And if you're not quite there yet, you're about to. You're about to jump off the ledge into a new journey of not repeating the past. Going in a completely new direction that may be a bit uncertain for you, but you're ready. You are ready. You have fulfilled everything that you were supposed to fulfill in your last go around. You know, like I said, you've repeated. I mean, if you've been repeating past patterns up until now, it's because there were lessons that you hadn't quite learned yet. But now you've learned them, you've mastered them, and you're ready for this whole new way of living. I'm willing to bet, Sagittarius, that if you haven't actually stepped off that ledge yet, you're about to, and it's like different. Completely different than anything that you have encountered in the past, you know? You've let go of those lessons that just didn't serve you, those cycles. Closing those cycles, mastering those lessons, and closing all of that because it did not serve you. And now you're ready to jump into this new way of life, this new journey, this new path, starting fresh, looking for the things that do line up with your soul, because you're being led and guided by a higher power, and you are ready. You're ready to do something different. You're ready for whatever this brings. So let's look at your April and see what April is bringing you. What can Sagittarius expect in April? Thank you for showing us what Sagittarius can expect in April. New energy for you. The end of delays. The end of delays. I need one more card, please. Sagittarius April. Thank you. Oh, Sagittarius. Look at you. Finding love. Okay, so look at this. We have lots of hearts following her as she takes a leap of faith. Hearts may show up for you everywhere you go. And if they don't, they may start, because you have lots and lots here. And look at this. It's all to tell you that you are being led and guided by a higher power in your spiritual team towards your soul-aligned love that you have been maybe wanting to bring into your life. Maybe you want a better connection with the person that you're with. You have it here. You have contentment. You have a happy family here. You have closeness. You have intimacy. And you have fortune after the difficult cycles that you have now walked away from. All of those difficult cycles that you have mastered, those lessons and the difficulty of the past. You have fortune after your difficulty here. But you also have love. So if you are looking for love, you have it here. If you're looking for an increase in the love surrounding you already, you have it here. If you are looking for success, you have it here. If you are looking for peace and stability and happiness and contentment in your life in general, you have it here. And it all comes because you're ready for this new chapter, and you're ready to take a leap of faith in a new direction, away from all of the cycles of the past. And when I say fortune after difficulty, you have had difficulty. You have had a very difficult journey here. This is somebody who has been carrying the load on them, carrying a big load, feeling like life is draining, feeling like you're carrying other people's burdens that just were not yours to carry. Maybe you have been somebody who takes care of everybody else, and now it's time for you to take care of yourself. Maybe you have just had a really, really tough time in the recent past, maybe your entire life, I don't know. But the cycle has closed, and if it hasn't quite closed yet, or if you're feeling like it's kind of stuck because you have this pause and surrender energy here where you're just kind of hanging in the balance, kind of waiting for things to change, it's about to close, because this is a 10, and the 10s are the end of the cycle, the end of this burdensome, heavy draining, exhausting journey that you've been on. Whether this is in general for your life, or whether this is in a love situation, your love life, or whether this is an exhausting career or job that you're letting go of, walking away from, closing the cycle and looking for something better. Whatever it means for you, Sagittarius, because we're all going through something different. It looks to me like you have had some heavy burdens, burning the candle at both ends, draining, stressful. Maybe you've had some, because of the stress, maybe you've had some health issues arise, and you're working through all of that. It's coming to a close. The 10 means this cycle is closing. The 10 becomes a 1, and it is time for this new beginning, because you have fulfilled all that you were supposed to fulfill in that old cycle. You're being guided. There was lessons, maybe karmic lessons that you had to learn. You've fulfilled them. So you can take this as confirmation that a sigh of relief, things are changing, because you have fulfilled. You fulfilled what you needed to fulfill in these old cycles, okay? And I know that you feel like everything's just sort of hanging in the balance. You're sort of waiting for a new perspective. You're waiting for things to change. You're just sort of like, okay, what's next, right? So if you're feeling this energy of pause, it's here for you to surrender to divine timing. Surrender to a higher power, remembering that you're not alone, and remembering the key is knowing that you are not alone, knowing that you can trust this higher power, knowing that you can trust that you are being taken to better. You're being taken to more peace. You're being taken to that love that you want. You're being taken to that success that you want. You're being taken to that better place. You're just needing to stop and remember to trust while things are changing. And we have your shift right here. We're going from this incredibly heavy journey, coming to the end, waiting for things to shift, and then here's your shift. So this is either confirmation of what you've been through, Sagittarius, or this is confirmation to you that this is where you're headed, okay? This is your shift. This is the end of challenging times. This is going from challenge into peace, going in a better direction, going into peaceful waters. This could also talk about travel. You may be traveling. Maybe you're jumping off the edge here, taking this leap of faith in a new location that you maybe need to travel to. Whatever the case is, you're connected to your higher power, and they are taking you in a much better direction. Your shift is here. So whatever that means to you, either you're coming into this shift, or it's confirmation that you've already shifted. What else do you have for my Sagittarius watching this reading for April? April. Wow, Sagittarius, this is huge. We have the Ace of Swords. This is going in a new direction. This is starting in a brand new path. Taking that leap of faith in a brand new direction, starting something completely different than what you've been used to in the past. Just what I was saying earlier. You're being presented here with a brand new start. A brand new path that is going to be totally different than what you're used to from the past. And it's a gift from the universe because you are connected. So really just remembering that you are connected to a higher power that is taking you to all of this. Wait till you see what came out for you. But we're going to start here with this is the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Both of them are blindfolded. It's your thoughts. It's the stress. It's the burden that you have been under. The 8 and the 2 is the 10 of Swords. You may have been betrayed. All those lessons from the past, all those repeating cycles, you're done. You are done. Okay, we have two 10s here of heavy, burdensome, stressful, really, really tough cycles. Tough. repeating patterns. Okay, and it may have been putting you in your head about where you're going in the future. Maybe there's so much uncertainty that you're scared to take this leap of faith. What I can tell you from your cards, Sagittarius, is if you could see what's coming, if you could take yourself and put yourself in the future so that you can look back and see, first of all, how far you've come and what you had waiting for you, you would not be in this energy, okay? So try to remember, just trust. And if we could take ourselves into the future and see what is there, we would not worry. We would not be in our heads. We would not have uncertainty. We would just have trust, because there is so much good stuff for you coming. Wait till you see, okay? So if you are in your head, if you are worried, if you are scared, if you are uncertain, it's keeping you stuck. Put your trust in your higher power that you are connected to, and remembering that you're not doing this alone. You're being guided, you're being protected, you're being supported, and you're being taken in the direction of your dreams, okay? And it looks totally different than what you have dealt with in the past. So we're leaving all those lessons in the past. We're remembering that we have completed those lessons. We've mastered them, okay? So pat yourself on the back for mastering those lessons. Get rid of all the fear. Really remember to trust your higher power. Get rid of all this fear, because it's the end of this cycle. It's the end of the burdensome cycle. It's the end of this very stressful cycle that you've been in. It is the end, all right? The 10 of Swords is the end of that cycle, and it becomes the 1, okay? And you have that right here. This is the Ace. These two are the 10. You're at the end. You have a brand new beginning that is literally in a new direction from what you've ever seen and heard or dealt with in the past, okay? Things are changing. You have your shift. You have a lot of swords, Sagittarius. Please, if there is anything that you take from this reading, if you don't want to believe in your goodness that is coming, wait till you see. Please, if there's anything that you take from this reading, remember that you are not alone. Remember that you can trust your higher power, okay? You are not going to repeat the lessons of the past. You're done with all that. You're going in a direction that you will not believe how good it is, okay? We have the 8 of Swords, we have the 6 of Cups, and we have the 4. Did I say 8 of Swords? We have the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. This is love, okay? This is success. This is everything coming out of this pause energy. All of a sudden, you may not see it coming. In fact, you don't see it coming. You don't. Because you're all blinded here. Suddenly, everything goes so fast. All the success that you want, all the recognition that you want, all of the positive energy that you have been going for, all the love. If you have been if you're ready to take the leap of faith towards love, the universe is taking you right to it. Right to it. And it is going to be your soulmate love. Okay, maybe somebody you already know, because we have the 6 of Cups. It's going to start with communication. They may be at a distance from you. This is communication that changes everything. There's attraction here. There's excitement here. There is chemistry here. There is so much positive energy. So exciting. You're get ready, because you are going in you're going on an adventure. It's an adventure. There may be travel for you. We have 2 travel cards here. There may be travel in your future. This is so exciting. This is success coming to you in such a big, fast way. It's like you've been sitting here in limbo and all of a sudden everything happens. Everything changes. I want to say that this came out in your reading last month too, or the last reading that I did for you. I'm not sure. But this is such positive change that everything is happening for you all at once. It's like it changes your entire life. And it is something that is completely different than anything that you have had in the past. And you can't see it yet, but you are about to. So keep connected to the divine. Keep connected to and letting the universe take you here. Keep letting go of your fears. Keep letting go of the past. Keep letting go, leaving that stuff in the past, because your past does not look anything like your future. Let me tell you, the only thing from your past that may be in your future is somebody that you may possibly know showing up with love. And trust me, it is something you want. It is not an ex with a repeating toxic pattern. It's not. It's somebody, could be from a past life that you didn't know in this life, or it could be somebody from your childhood that you grew up with that you haven't seen in a long time, or it could be somebody that you know that is returning, that it just was not the right time last time you knew them, and now it is the right time. Now, if you are not looking for love, if you're not a single Sagittarius looking for love, this is an increase in love that I was talking about before. This is an increase in contentment, an increase in making happy memories, okay? This is an increase in love in your life, in your work, in whatever it is that you are going for. Now, if this is just your life in general, Sagittarius, and you are already with that person, that is your soul person, this is just more love in that connection. But this is also making beautiful memories. This is a season for you to really be able to enjoy your life and make new memories that you hold dear for the rest of your life. There's so much beautiful, positive, unconditional, loving energy here that you are coming into. So if it doesn't mean, new love to you, if it doesn't mean like you're telling me, but I'm already with my person and we're great, then it's love in general. New job, this new growth, this new success. You're going to be making some great memories, maybe taking some trips that you've never been able to take. Your life looks so different, Sagittarius. I hope you're getting my point, is that your life is about to look so different than it ever did, ever. And it's going to align with your soul. You have good news here. You have a wedding here. You have an announcement that you are so happy about, that you're celebrating. This is a huge celebration here. This is a new home. This is success. This is promotion. This is a message coming in that's going to make you so happy. You're going to be celebrating, and it's going to change everything for you. This is the 1111 card. Maybe you see 1111 all the time. Maybe you're going to start seeing 1111 all the time. We are in April. 4/11. Mark it on your calendar, because something might be changing on 4/11 for you. We have a shift here. We have a shift coming for you in April that is a very successful, powerful shift that you have maybe been in limbo waiting for, whether that is a communication from a person, whether that is you getting the job you've been going for, whether that is all of a sudden the success, change in your business, more customers, some kind of maybe travel, maybe the sale of a house, because this can talk about a house. Whatever it means for you, write down 4/11, because that may have something to do with your shift that you've been waiting for, okay? But you're going to be celebrating big time. Lots of happiness, lots of love. Get out of your head and remember that you are guided and you are protected and you are ready for your new beginning. It's going to be totally different. Mark my words, it's totally different than what you've experienced in the past. Okay, so let's get some messages from your angels and see how they want to close this reading for you. Sagittarius in April. Whoa. Sagittarius in April. The ego. The ego card. This is perfect. So you might have a bad habit of getting yourself trapped in overthinking, overanalyzing, and fear. Just getting yourself all in your head about stuff, okay? It's an illusion. The key here is it's an illusion. What she's seeing in the mirror, you can't see your future because you're worried that your past is going to repeat. Maybe you're worried, maybe you're scared that the shoe is going to drop, the next shoe is going to drop, or you're afraid that everything's going to fall apart, or you're afraid that you're going to repeat past cycles. But it's an illusion, okay? We have the ego card, which is the death card. Wait, is it the death card or is it the devil? It's the devil. We have Archangel Jophiel. And the ego card in this deck, it's the devil, but in this deck it's called the ego because it's your mind, it's your ego telling you these lies. Okay? And you may have trouble getting out of your mind. Archangel Jophiel is the archangel that you can call on for positivity. You can ask her for positive light and positive thoughts, and she will help you. So there's your first message from your angels. Secondly, let's read what it says on the card. A false sense of entrapment. It's false. You're not actually trapped in your mind, in your life. A false sense of entrapment. Sagittarius, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. They're telling you, remember that you are surrounded by a higher power. You're surrounded by angels. This is a very powerful archangel showing up for you with a message that it is false. What those fear-based thoughts and things that are going on in your mind, it's false. You have celebration and good things coming. So get out of your head, okay? So we have some more cards here. We have the Nine of Fire. This came out for, I want to say, Aries. This is all the things that you've been through. All of the things that were very, very hard that you have dealt with, that you have those repeating past patterns. You have been burned. You have been hurt. You have been challenged, and it came out in your reading. It was heavy stuff that you've come out of. The Nine of Fire is the wounded warrior. You've been wounded. You've been exhausted. You're tired. You're ready for change. You're ready for something good, right? Well, that's the energy of the Nine of Fire, and your angels have a message for you. Don't give up. Protect that which you have created. That's in your heart. Protect this newfound energy that you have come out of. You have been a survivor. Really pat yourself on the back for everything that you have come out of. You fulfilled everything that you were supposed to fulfill. You have mastered lessons. Pat yourself on the back for that. And protect that which you have created, that stability and that survival that you've created. Okay? Have courage and believe in yourself, Sagittarius. Have courage and believe in yourself. All right? We have the Seven of Fire here. What a beautiful card. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Pat yourself on the back. You've really been coming in the right direction. Okay? You've been through a lot. You've survived a lot. And everything that you're wanting to create in your future and that you're trying to build towards, it's there for a reason. believe in yourself and believe in those things that your heart wants, okay? They're there for a reason. Stand your ground and choose your battles wisely, but defend your beliefs and your decisions. Pat yourself on the back. And look at how beautiful this card is. This is a lot of fire energy. You're in your power with all this fire energy. We got a lot of it here. The Three of Air, great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. This is what you have come out of. And there was a lot of healing that needed to take place. There was a lot of sadness. No wonder, excuse me, Sagittarius, no wonder you've been in your head. You've dealt with a lot of sadness. You've dealt with a lot of past burdens and hurts and heaviness. There's been a lot of healing that has taken place, and your angels are acknowledging that for you. Okay? If there's anything that you need to forgive, I feel like this past energy, but you know, you may be still letting go of some of that. So I hope that you enjoy your reading. Your past is definitely not repeating in the future. You have some seriously amazing energy going into the future. Things are about to change for you, and it's never going to be the same. I love you guys. Comment below and let me know how this resonated for you. And definitely when you have this change, write down 411 and tell me what happens.